think this pace is super nice. Already like 7 minutes per K. Keep on chilling exactly like this for the next 11K until we reach 12K, and then I decide if I want to continue or not. But 12K is the minimum for today. Actually, I have to pee. Super authentic and natural with the noise in the background, isn't it? I don't care. Alright guys, Berlin, September 17th. Suitcase packed. We went to Naha. We spent the night there, took a hotel. Had nice food, by the way. Sorry, I have to complain. I could avoid a crash with the taxi driver here. Taxi drivers here on Okinawa are absolutely rubbish. Take care. Watch out. Anyway, if I wouldn't have stopped, he would have just like... Yep. And I gave him that one. I'm too fast. I'm too fast. I don't know what to do. 6 minutes. 45 seconds per K. Alright, so Berlin, finally, let's go over it. We took off September 18th. We flew to Osaka, the first part of the trip. We had like an hour, 30 minutes to catch the second plane. We ran from Osaka to Singapore. We landed in Singapore late afternoon. It was still September 18th. We had to wait like 8 hours. Spent that time coffee shops, checked out the airport. Nice airport, by the way. And then yeah, I took the next flight from Singapore to Munich. Overnight, 12 hours about. It was actually really nice. Talked to a nice couple next to me from New Zealand. Alright, so then we landed in Munich. We had just an hour. It was early morning. We landed at like, what was it, 5:30? And yeah, we had to be at the other gate in an hour. We did that, no problem. Took off from Munich to Berlin, just another hour. And like Berlin local time, 8 a.m. touchdown. Really nice. I really enjoyed the trip to Berlin. Oh, it's so hot actually. Wait a second. Yeah, 150 the heart rate at a pace of 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Too fast. But you know what? That's okay. I feel good and I can still talk to the camera. That's a good test. Conversational pace. Should be fine. Probably also that's the reason why my heart rate is higher. When it comes to exhaustion, I think should be fine. I guess, I hope. Alright. 2.5K in, really nice. 18 minutes. Right, so we landed in Berlin. We had Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 2 days before race day to spend. And the way how I spent it: coffee shop, talking to my parents and walking around. I really kept on walking. 2K here, 3K there. Went to friends instead of taking the public transport. You know, basically just forced myself to keep on moving. Thursday, the day of arrival, we had a run though. The last run, half of it 6K, easy pace, and the other half 6K marathon pace. That was really nice, and I was absolutely motivated because of the numbers. Garmin showed me saying I'm doing great, I shouldn't worry. So with that mindset, basically, I went on and enjoyed Friday and Saturday. Really nice. Alright. Six minutes, 30 seconds per K or faster. Heart rate still around 150. But anyway, just water. Here we go. My body is not good yet, but we have 4.2k, and I decided I won't continue talking about Berlin and Chicago while running, because when I don't talk, I notice my heart rate will be actually in heart rate zone 2. Yeah, once I'm back, took a shower, I drive somewhere, and then we will talk about Berlin and Chicago when we have more silence and not stressed about heart rate zones. Fair deal, right? Let's go. Minutes, 7k, heart rate 148. Take it. 8.8k. Lovely. Almost an hour, to be precise. 58 minutes into the run. 4k to go. Let's go. Woo. 6 minutes, 20 seconds per k, by the way. Current pace. Still able to keep the heart rate and heart rate zone 2. The upper end though, but that's alright. Let's go. Ugh. Let's move on. Let's go. Six minutes, 25 seconds per K current pace. 11.3k. Heart rate 148 is still up end of heart rate zone 2. That's really nice. An hour, 14 minutes. Boom. Keep on chilling. The last K, cool down. Basically 7 minutes and 30 seconds per K. And that means 1K to go until we start with the cool down. Okay, so that's about it actually. Wow, what a nice view. Look at that. Woo! Alright, we'll share the numbers at the end. 5, 4. Alright. Cool down. Pace 7 minutes, 30 seconds per K. I love this. Ah. Nah. Again, I wanted to talk about Berlin and Chicago during the run, but I decided basically midway that we abort that mission and focus on after the run. It's a bit annoying still, but yeah, let's go. Ten seconds. Really nice. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Woo! Nice. An hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, let's call it heart rate zone 2 easy run. It's been most of the time in heart rate zone 2. All right, guys, let's go over the numbers. An hour, 30 minutes. We have 13.64k. That's amazing. An average pace of 6 minutes and 35 seconds per k. Burned 950 calories and an average heart rate of 146. Absolute solid numbers, even though I thought because of, I mean, it's like honestly 26, 27 degrees Celsius here still. That wouldn't be possible to stay that low. The beginning was quite rough. Heart rate was too high, and I thought of whatever. All right, let's figure out the recovery heart rate though. Whew. Been a nice one. Bah. By the way, still my old Nova Blast 3 white edition, 1400k. Still fine, still fine. Just drop a message or DM me or whatever, and if you want to donate something for new shoes, I need new daily trainers actually. All right. That's it. Let's go home. Take a shower, dress, going to this house, maybe shopping center, I don't know yet. Drink a coffee or two and enjoy the vibes. Just chilling for the rest of the day and having good food. Yes, haven't eaten anything yet. You need to eat something. And of course we have to talk about Berlin and Chicago. Probably my mom. Nice. All right, right, so I took a shower. Now we are ready to go to the south. I probably just go to the shopping center with you, going for a coffee, and I want to buy a notebook, kind of a notebook, where I can just take notes. I mean, I don't like to, well, I can do it here basically, but maybe I should do it here. Save the money. Yo guys, that's it. Let's talk about Berlin and Chicago. Alright, let's get a coffee then. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. Nice. So I got my coffee. We'll get another one though. Now it's time to talk to a friend. You know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that kind of thing. I use this one while driving. Should be fine, right? Should be fine. Just like this. Just like this. Alright. shopping center. I think I don't know, have to eat something. 6:30 in the evening, and that's all I had. Coffee. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now I'm super happy actually that I got the run in the books. That hour and 30 minutes felt quite good, even though I can feel it right now. Yeah, that's training, right? Right, so let's enjoy the evening here tonight. Probably won't come home before midnight. Yo, I really enjoyed time here today at the shopping mall. By the way, if you come to Okinawa, this shopping mall is the 6th biggest in Japan, so definitely worth a visit. Yes, oh, my English. Alright guys, anyway, I wanted to talk about Berlin and give you a recap basically while running, but I couldn't. So I had to abort the mission. It's quite difficult basically to recap Berlin because, well, first reason actually why I wanted to come to Berlin, and I applied 3 times in a row, and finally for the 3rd time my name was drawn, and I was very lucky that I could go there. Anyway, the first and main reason actually was just to see my parents. It's honest, very honest reason. And I knew that would be possible if I would secure an entry spot. That's what I did. Was very lucky. So yeah, of course I saw my parents, and I was very, very happy about that. Spent some time. They came to Berlin for 3 days. Yeah, walked around, talked about the past, talked about how life is going here in Japan, and of course kind of worried about their life as well. So it was nice basically to just see them in person and not just like, you know, giving each other an update. Yeah, via phone or something. So that was nice, very nice. And I promised my parents that I will apply again for Berlin Marathon 2026. I very much hope that my name is drawn again. I mean, results might come out very soon, probably in like a week or 2. So guys, fingers crossed that I can see my parents again. Yes. Main reason. Alright. The reason number 2, I love Berlin. I lived there. I also went there to study, and it was such a nice time back then. And I knew when I come to Berlin one more time, I can not just run the marathon, but also just, you know, meet my friends, talking about old times and sharing some, you know, beers. I really just enjoy it. I mean, I could go there just like that, you know, just to meet my friends, just to meet my parents. But if I can combine it and run a marathon in the capital city of Germany, my home country, it's definitely yeah, a level up, you know. Running Berlin was in my mind right after I started running. When I applied for my first marathon here in Okinawa, I thought of, why not enter Berlin? Why not enter London? Why not, try and just go there? Because running and marathon is something that you can just experience by itself, but if you can also combine with travel, going somewhere and see places, I mean, that's definitely a good thing, right? I think it's also worth the money, Yeah, so Berlin, just because of Berlin, is the reason number 2. Good memories, indeed. Yeah, of course, I also promised my friends that I will come again, whether it's 2026 or another episode, who knows? But they are my friends. They are my true friends. And I really just love hanging around, going out, sharing memories, good stories, Lovely people. Alright, of course, reason number 3 is I wanted to just show myself that I can run sub 4. I knew that I can run sub 4 because that's what I did 2024 Hokkaido marathon, but the conditions were crazy. We had like 29 degrees at the end when I crossed the finish line. We started like with 23 degrees and it was absolutely clear sky, no clouds whatsoever. At the end it was a bit cloudy, but it was too late. I mean, yeah, whatever. And I think the reason that I could run sub 4 in Hokkaido was because my training here in Okinawa in like 31 degrees heat basically just paid off, or was nothing compared to like 28, 29 degrees. So that's what I can say. I mean, the heat resilience that I built up during my summer training for that marathon was crucial. Otherwise, I think sub 4 wouldn't have been possible. I have to be honest about that. And I thought, of course, if I can do it again, train during the summer season and then go to Berlin and maybe have like 20 degrees, perfect. And definitely can run a PR in Berlin one more time, sub 4. That's what I did. I think what the time, I'm not sure about the time though. I think it was 3 hours 56 minutes and 58 seconds, maybe. The complete distance. When it comes to the marathon distance, actually 42.2, that was fast. I think it was, wait a second, 3 hours 53 minutes and something. GPS, but yeah, not that accurate. Anyway, I did it. We did it. I'm really happy about that. Yes. Everything paid off. I mean, 40 weeks of training. Crazy, right? When I got the notification that we can run Berlin, I started my 40-week training craziness. 20 weeks where I just basically did what I wanted to do. We also had a challenge during that first 20 weeks. We ran a marathon in the track and field stadium, 100 laps. I was crazy. It was basically not a physical challenge, but a mental challenge. And I don't know if it was the smartest idea, but after that I had like 2-3 weeks where I had to dig deep, like to come out of it and to shake off the soreness and basically start from scratch again. So then we basically had 10 weeks left or remaining the first 20 weeks, and I focused on my aerobic base, the lower aerobic training base. That worked well actually. I ramped up my mileage, 70k per week, kept on running like that without any issues, and then we started the real training block. Don't want to talk about the training, but I think it belongs to Berlin. Well, let me summarize that for you in just like 2 sentences. I mean, the first 10 weeks of that training block was, or were super efficient. My high aerobic base went up, like, you know, had a good feeling about it. But then I changed my shoes and I had to suffer from something going on with my right leg. I don't know actually what the reason is, but it was like, you know, disturbing in a way. It was not really painful, but yeah, could have been better. Anyway, I always switched off my brain because I really wanted to enjoy Berlin, no matter what. Even if I would just have walked Berlin, I also would have done it, you know. Anyway, meeting my parents, meeting my friends, spending valuable time with people that I love was definitely key. Having a good mindset, positive energy, and being mental absolutely on top of myself. Let me go to the start line. It's just like, you know, full of energy. Absolutely 100% race ready. And when the gun went off, I just saw nothing else than just pure joy in front of me. 42.2k, just enjoyable time. And I knew already when the gun went off that this will be a sub 4 marathon time. There was really no doubt whatsoever. No hitting wall, no nothing. Let's say the last month before Berlin, when it comes to my training, didn't go well. I went out, had several rehearsal marathon pace long runs, and I had to abort them in the middle of the run. You know, just had to tell myself that's not possible here today. Maybe it was the heat, maybe my stress, I don't know what it was, but at the end, Berlin is Berlin. And I could just basically switch on my brain, switch on my body, and just go. And from K1 to K42, everything went perfect. Even though it was 25 degrees, no clouds, people complaining about the heat. It was the hottest Berlin marathon ever. And it's crazy actually, the winner, Sabe, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and I think it was 16 seconds. Imagine Berlin marathon like 15 degrees and covered. I think he would have done it. He went for world record, and I think if he wouldn't have blown up like, you know, the last 5k, I think that would have been a world record time. So it was possible, and it was also possible for me to get the sub 4 done. Yes, I knew it. So when it comes to my emotions, just let me add that. You know, a lot of things happening at the moment in the background, or happened after we gotten the notification that we can run Berlin, and I had to let it go. I had to basically just, you know, say to myself, whatever, now it's my time, and nobody has the right to say something. People are having funny time out there. Nice. What's going on? So yeah, all in all, I would say I would do it again. I really would do it again. Definitely faster. Because I cannot imagine that we have another 25 degrees Berlin Marathon 2026. If I get the notification that we can run Berlin one more time next year, I will make sure that I can run like 3 hours, 45 minutes at least. Not sure, yeah, but trying my best. Right, now you have it. That's pretty much a different recap when it comes to a marathon. You know, no crazy pictures. Just the natural way of how I would describe how the race was for me. Yeah. I mean, you have seen the pictures. If you have watched the Berlin Marathon running vlog, the little series about the Sub 4 project, I showed you basically a lot. But if you want to have an emotional recap, a feeling of how I approached it, how I ran the race, and how it was at the end, I think this is the right way how to do it. So we crossed the finish line. I had the Sub 4 in the books, and I knew it's not done yet. It's not done yet. And that's actually the real reason why I couldn't really give you a recap. Because we flew back home and we had like 2 weeks to prepare for Chicago, right? So when I arrived, luckily no jet lag, I just kept on running, but also focused on my right leg. I knew we have done the Sub 4. It was mental, absolutely, you know, no problem at all. And I had to just prepare myself for the next adventure, for the next milestone. But we had no pressure anymore. I mean, the pressure piled up for Berlin. But once we had that Sub 4 in the books, all gone. And we could just enjoy Chicago from a different angle, you know? And I think that was also the reason why Chicago went so well. Not just the Sub 4, but 3 hours and 47 minutes. That's crazy. Just 3 weeks after Berlin. When it comes to the complete distance. When it comes to the GPS distance, just 42.2. That was 3 hours and 43 minutes and 30 seconds. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I haven't digested Chicago yet, actually, but I kind of digested Berlin. So let me apologize. Last video I said this video is going to be a set where I recap Berlin and Chicago, because we trained for both marathons at the same time. But I don't want to mix them up or, like, you know, scramble them. First I said, yeah, they are linked, but mentally it was a different story. Because of my parents, because of my friends, and because of my home country, my time that I spent in Berlin, it was absolutely different story. So yeah, basically that's part one of my emotional approach, how I would recap Berlin Marathon and Chicago Marathon. So next video is not going to be the shoe review. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be the recap for the Chicago Marathon 2025. Alright, guys. Thank you very much one more time, as always, for supporting this channel. This little community is amazing. I really enjoy being part of it. Every one of you guys, credits all for you. If you haven't subscribed or followed me on Strava, feel free. Just click the link, like the video. In the description or at the end of the video, there's not a link, but you can see that I'm also doing stuff on Strava as well on Instagram. If you're active there, feel free, just follow me there. Let's keep in touch. I'm part of your world and you're part of my world. Alright, guys, wherever you run safe and enjoy your runs. See you, part 2. Bye bye.